Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and I'm here with a new episode, the second episode of First PlaYte, a segment where I talk about my first impression of a board game. So after my first play. Very important, this is not an in-depth review, that's impossible. I played this game once, and I'm going to talk about how I feel after that first play. So without further ado, let's meet the game of this time. Now, some of you might already know that I'm a big fan of Karuba. This is a cool tile-laying and route building game by Haba Games, and well, I was pleasantly surprised that they were bringing out a new version, variant of this, a small one called Karuba the card game, or in German Das Kartenspiel, also by Haba Games. Also by the same designer, Rulebook, I think it's pronounced like that. And this game plays in about 15 minutes. You can play this 2 to 6 players, so more players than Karuba, which I really like. And well, it says from 8 to 99. Most important thing is that you should know how to count a little bit. That's it, add up a few numbers. That's all that you have to do. And well, without further ado again, let's go and see what's inside this small box. And this is what comes in the box of Karuba, the card game. Not too much. Well, you have this board, which is actually just a reference board to see which cards each player has in his own deck. And that takes us to the next step. Every player has their own deck of cards. A deck of 16 cards, and they're all numbered. So let me show you this one. They're all numbered 1 to 16. Now, the quality of these cards is great. You can bend them pretty well, but they always come back, so they are pretty child proof, I guess. Very good quality. I like it a lot. This, of course, is normal hard cardboard. Nothing wrong with that. And then we go to the rulebook. Now, in my version, and I'm not sure if it's in all versions, so you have the German and the English rules. Now the problem is, well, it's not a big problem, but it's still there. So after 2 pages or 3 pages, no, 2 pages of English, suddenly I get a piece of German. And if I go to the German side, I get somewhere, I believe, a piece of English. So there's a mistake there. It's not game breaking or so, but well, don't panic if that happens to your copy as well. Everything is in here, but you have to find. The rules explanation is very simple, very straightforward, nothing wrong with that. I myself learned the game by someone who explained it to me at Essenspiel, which took 2 minutes and it was over. Now, let's go to the gameplay, the date itself. Gameplay is very simple. Each round, players are going to have 3 cards in their hand, because they will have a draw pile. Then they will choose 2 of these cards that they are going to play. So they choose 2 and they're going to place it face down on the table. After everybody has chosen their cards, all cards are revealed, and each player adds up both numbers on both cards that they've played. The player with the lowest number has to remove 1 of these cards, so they will only be playing with 1 card that round. Now, the goal of the game is very simple. If you have cards that round, you are going to place them into your tableau. And you, of course, are trying to make routes with these cards. Now, the goal is, at the end of the game, and let me show you, to have, well, as much cards as you hopefully can in your tableau, and, well, then you are going to make some routes to the right color temples. So you have 3 adventurers. Now, in this example, I only got 3 on the board. That might be the case in a real game. And then you're going to track the route to their own color temple. So this example, this wants to go here. Now, that's no problem. He can just go like this. This scores you points. Also, each golden nugget and each diamond that you reach while going there will score you more points. In this case, also the blue one will have no problem going here. But as you can see, the purple one wants to go here. But sadly enough, these adventurers cannot pass other adventurers. So she is blocked, so that will not score any points, sadly enough. At the end of the game, whoever scores the most points is the winner. Very simple, very straightforward. But that's the card game of Karuba. Okay, now let's see if we meet again with Karuba the card game. So, Karuba the card game, very simple game. As I said, it's explained very quickly. As I said at Essenspiel, I asked a elevator pitch of this game. They did so, but an elevator pitch for this game is just the complete rules explanation. Very straightforward. Now, I didn't mention this game takes 8 rounds, so it goes really fast, and at the last round you only have 2 cards that you have in your hand, so you're only 2 cards that you can put down. So very simple game, very quick and very, well, easy, but still there is a lot of tactics in this game, because you always have 3 cards to choose from, but if you put down the lowest, well, then you might lose one of those 2 cards that you've put down, which is a tough choice, and you don't want that to happen. Now, the more interesting cards are high numbered, but sometimes, if you have them in your hand, they might not be the right cards to play at that moment, because you don't have the right connection of roads on your tableau yet. So that makes you do take some choices, which might not be easy. Besides that, very simple, plays really fast, a great filler game, in my opinion. I'm happy to have this one. So it's time, I think, to rate this game, right? And I have this First PlaYte rating system that I use, and in this case, this is a game that I will rate. Let's do this again. So it is not an awesome game, it is not perfection, it is very simple, it is very light, but in my eyes it's a perfect filler. This is not a game that is astonishing or mind-blowing or innovative, but it is great as a filler. So that's why I will keep this in my collection, and I will play this very happily again when the time is right for it. So that's my first impression, my first PlaYte with Karuba the card game. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, tell me why. Always be free to comment below if you already played this game as well. Tell me what you think of the game. If you want to see more of these First PlaYte segments or maybe something else on my channel, feel free to subscribe if you aren't yet. Alright folks, that's it for now. I hope to see you all in the future with a new First PlaYte. Bye bye.